Long before Texas had borders, before towns, fences, or roads, this land already belonged to someone else. For more than a century, Mexico, and later the United States, attempted to create a human buffer between themselves and the Comanche raids. These buffers were not armies, they were not fences, they were families. Religious settlers were given land grants with a single, quiet purpose: to occupy, survey, and absorb the first impact of Comanche power. They were not soldiers, they were farmers, preachers, children, placed deliberately on a living frontier. When the Pueblo Revolt expelled Spain from New Mexico in 1680, thousands of Spanish horses flooded onto the southern plains. The Comanche mastered the horse faster than any people on earth. They did not simply ride them, they built an economy, a war system, and a continental trade empire upon them. Horses became currency, power became distance, and Comanche bands rose like moving nations across the plains. Like the settlers, the Comanche were not always here. The first recorded Comanche presence in Texas appears in the 1740s. By the early 1800s, Comanche war parties were riding deep into Mexico itself. The Parker family believed they could build peace on the frontier. They accepted land grants offered by Mexico, grants that placed them directly inside Comanche hunting and raiding territory. They built not a town, but a refuge. Old Fort Parker was not a military fort, it was a family stronghold, a walled farming community designed to protect women and children. Heavy oak walls, blockhouse corners, a single gate. Everything here was built for survival. On May 19, 1836, a combined Comanche, Kiowa, Wichita, and Caddo war party rode out of the plains. They approached the fort under a flag of truce. When the gates opened, they struck. Benjamin Parker was killed outside the gate. Before the doors could be closed, the raiders rushed inside. Silas Parker was cut down trying to return to the fort. Samuel Frost and his son Robert were killed while attempting to flee. John Parker was tortured, scalped, and left for dead. His wife emerged from hiding when she saw him and was captured. Lucy Parker and her two youngest children were briefly taken, then rescued by a man named David Falconberry, who ran to the fort from the fields. Her two older children were not so fortunate. They were carried away, along with Rachel Ann Plummer, her infant son, and Elizabeth Kellogg. Among the captives was a 9-year-old girl, Cynthia Ann Parker. She would live with the Comanche for nearly 25 years. She would marry the Pentecost Chief Peta Nocona. She would become the mother of 3 children, including the last great Comanche leader, Quanah Parker. Years later, Cynthia Ann would be taken again, during the Battle of Pease River. She was returned to her white relatives, but she never recovered from the loss of her Comanche life. Her daughter, Prairie Flower, died of pneumonia, and soon after, Cynthia Ann Parker starved herself to death. She was 43 years old.